What really happened that night in Rome? Why did Sara Bluma vanish after walking the red carpet with Yaman? And what secret broke her silence weeks later, shaking both Italy and Turkey? Welcome back to Magazine News and Gossip, your ultimate source for the most shocking celebrity revelations. Buckle up, because tonight's story is pure fire. For weeks, Europe's entertainment world had been holding its breath. Sara Bluma, the woman whose mysterious silence had sparked endless rumors, finally spoke out. In an exclusive interview, she couldn't hold back her tears. Her voice trembled as she confessed, "I love him deeply, but it feels like he can't forget Demet. Sometimes, when I look into his eyes, I see someone else, and that destroys me." Those words exploded across tabloids from Rome to Istanbul. It was the first time Sara openly admitted her jealousy and her pain over Yaman's past. And just like that, the world saw not the glamorous couple from the red carpet, but two broken hearts fighting a shadow that refused to disappear. After that unforgettable night at the Rome Film Festival, Sara vanished. No posts, no appearances, no statements. She had walked proudly beside Jan, dazzling the cameras, but when a journalist suddenly asked, "What do you think about Demet Ozdemir?" everything froze. The world saw Sara's face crumble. She turned away, speechless, and that night became a turning point. The next morning, she disappeared from social media, locked herself in her Milan home, and refused to see anyone for days. The Italian press called it the silence of a broken heart. When Vanity Fair Italia finally convinced her to talk, Sara's confession was heartbreaking. "When I heard that name," she said, "time stopped. I had tried so hard to erase it from my mind, but suddenly, all the pain came flooding back. Maybe Jan was sincere when he spoke, but I couldn't bear to hear it." Her hands shook as she wiped away her tears. "Amidst so many lights, so many people, the only thing I heard was his voice saying, 'Demet is successful. I'm proud of her.' In that moment, something inside me shattered." Sara didn't deny her love for Yaman, or rather, Yaman, as the world knows him now. But she admitted that their relationship was haunted by fear. "Jan respects his past," she explained. "It's a noble quality. But sometimes, the line between respect and love is very thin. I just don't know where it ends." Her voice broke again. It wasn't jealousy. It was fear. Fear of losing him to the ghosts of yesterday. In her words, the audience could feel the depth of her pain. "Jan never truly understood me," she continued. "He thought my reaction that night was anger, but it was despair. I smiled for the cameras, but inside I was breaking. When he spoke about Demet, I realized maybe we'd never be the same again." The interviewer then asked the question everyone wanted answered. "Did you ever think about leaving Jan?" Sara hesitated. Then, with trembling lips, she whispered, "Yes, I did." But walking away isn't easy when someone lives inside your heart. Love doesn't disappear just because you want it to. Sometimes, love just isn't enough. She paused, staring into the distance. "My pride told me to go. My heart begged me to stay." Sara described that festival night as a nightmare. "There were thousands of flashes, but I felt invisible. I was right next to Jan, yet I wasn't part of his world. His eyes kept searching for something, but it wasn't me." After the red carpet ended, she recalled walking backstage, feeling numb. "I wasn't myself anymore. I was watching a stranger live my life." Then came the statement that shocked everyone. "Demet's name is like an invisible wall between us," Sara said. "No matter how hard I try to tear it down, it just grows taller. Jan doesn't see it, but I feel it every day. Maybe she's his past, but for me, she's our shadow." That line went viral within hours. Thousands of comments flooded in. The wall of Demet, Sara's heartbreak, Jan's ghost from the past. The story became an international obsession. Sara even admitted how this invisible wall poisoned their relationship. There were things we couldn't talk about. Every argument led back to the same point, I was fighting a shadow. And the hardest battles are the ones you fight against something you can't see. Weeks later, Jan finally broke his silence. His statement? Short but powerful. Sara lost control when she heard Demet's name. Those words hit Sara like a knife. In her interview, she responded with raw honesty. Maybe I did lose control. But that word, control, hides 1,000 things I never said. I kept everything bottled up. And when that question came, everything exploded. I cried that night because I felt insignificant. She also addressed the constant comparisons between her and Demet Ozdemir, comparisons that fueled countless online debates. I never saw Demet as competition, Sara said firmly. Love isn't a contest. But people made it one. Demet or Sara? They kept asking. I just wanted to be the only one in Jan's heart. Then, in a tone of bittersweet grace, she added, Demet is a successful woman. I don't look down on her. But she's part of the past, and that past shouldn't destroy the happiness of the present. For fans, Sara's emotional honesty made her more human than ever. And for Yaman, this confession reopened old wounds he thought had healed. Their love story, once the fairy tale of European showbiz, had turned into a tragedy written under the flashes of paparazzi cameras. And as the music fades, one question remains. Can love survive the ghosts of the past? Will Jan and Sara ever rebuild what was lost? Or has Demet's shadow become the invisible line dividing them forever? This was magazine news and gossip, bringing you the truth behind the glamour. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because in the world of fame, every heartbeat hides a headline.